How you doing, everyone? It's Dave. It's me. It's yoga time. Look at that stuff behind me. Well, this way. It's the sun. Wow. It's such a beautiful space in here at the Space to Breathe Collective in Leicester. Right bang slap in the middle of Leicester City Centre. And when the sun shines, it's an absolute pleasure. And I don't think I've been in this year where it hasn't been as sunny as this. So it's so sunny, and I'm looking forward to a lovely class with you guys today. So wherever you are, even if you haven't got any sunshine at this moment, it'll probably only last 5 minutes here, then bask in your own internal sunshine. Create your own heat, create your own sun, and we'll have this nice experience together, hopefully. Just to let you guys know before we start that the Virtual Village Hall, Royal Voluntary Service, are doing a survey. So please go onto Facebook and take part in that survey, because it shapes the future and it shapes the current offerings which Virtual Village Hall are providing to you guys. And feedback's always amazing, right? So if you see the link, you'll see it on the little scroll that will be on this class, and then also on the Facebook page, you'll be able to give the Royal Voluntary Service Virtual Village Hall your feedback, which they will use wisely to shape the future and to hopefully provide content that you guys are looking for. And obviously, you can text to donate, or the classes are free, but if you do have a little bit of spare cash, then text to donate. You'll see all of that on the scrolling bar at the bottom. But obviously you'll be concentrating very seriously on your yoga, because it's a serious thing, right, everyone? Well, that's not actually true. Because yoga can be very joyful, and it doesn't have to be a certain thing. And the teachings of yoga are wide and varied, and you feel different from day to day, right? So what I always encourage people to do is to just meet yourself where you are on your mat right now. And it might be different to last week or last year. Things might move forward, things might move backwards. It's the ebb and flow of life, right? So all I do is say, be compassionate, be kind to yourself, and especially when you're on your yoga mat. And then hopefully after 45 minutes, you're going to be a transformed person. You will be enlightened, and then you will be able to, spread that joy into the world. So, all right, we're going to start on our backs. I'm going to say one more thing. Hello to Pauline, hello to Alan, hello to Margaret, hello to Irene, all you guys who have just said hi. Northumberland, yes, Peak District. Whoop, whoop. I'm there tomorrow in the Peak District. I'm going up to the Disley. I'm going for a run with a very good friend of mine called James. And I'm just trying to decide whether I'm going to get the train or drive. All right, so this all looks good. Come lying on your mats, and we're going to start on our backs. Oh, what a great place to be. And when you come down onto your mat, maybe hug your knees into your chest, or this mat feels nice and warm. And then just have a little intuitive move around here. You don't have to hug the knees in too viciously, or too energetically. Just be really gentle here. Maybe the hands on the knees, maybe the backs of the thighs, maybe the shins, wherever. And, maybe just open the knees just a little bit. What does that feel like? Maybe bring the knees together and draw some nice circles of the feet together. Feet are off the floor. Let's spend a good amount of time down here on the floor. So now you know that. If you want to place a blanket underneath your body, then feel free to do that. Nice. And then from here, just lengthen your legs down your mat. I'm just checking the camera to see if you're all there. All right, go nice and wide with the feet. Let the feet fall open. Go nice and wide with the arms. Let the palms face the earth. And just breathe here. If it feels safe, closing your eyes. And as I say, even if you don't have sun, just basking in the goodness of yourself. Really appreciate yourself. Be kind. There's the theme. And maybe at this point, you want to set an intention. Maybe set an intention for the class. It could be something as simple as, I just choose to let go. Or I choose to relax, even if it's just for these 40 minutes or so. No need to do anything with the breath, just let the breath come, let it go. Enjoy these moments of stillness before we move the body. We'll stay here for about another 30 seconds. And then just take 2 more complete rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, really slowly, just bring the hands a little bit narrower, the arms a little bit narrower, and then bring the palms down, press them into the floor, and then slowly begin to bend into the right knee. Place the sole of the right foot on the floor, and then do the same with the left. Walk your feet nice and wide. So without looking, make sure your feet are kind of lined up on the long edges of your mat, and then just let your knees touch. So your knees are touching. Maybe you just lift your head and reposition your head so it's nice and relaxed on the floor. You can see where this class is going to go, right? It's like all he's done so far is lie down. He's sunbathing. Take a couple more complete rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, separate your knees, lengthen your legs back down the mat. And then this time have your feet and your legs together. So your insides of your feet are touching, your legs are zipped up. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up into the air. As you exhale, bring your hands down behind your head. And then just let your fingertips, right at the end of your nails, just touch onto the floor. Maybe it's your carpet or wooden floor or wherever you're practicing today. Really stretch your arms away. So find, on an inhale, length through the arms and length through the legs. And on an exhale, you just might soften everything back down to the floor. Let the kind of the tension go from the arms. We'll do that a couple of times. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, just let it go. Final time, nice deep inhale to lengthen. Maybe lift the arms, drag the nails away just a little bit more. And then as you exhale, drop everything down. And then we're going to come into banana pose. So what I'd like you to do is, first of all, let's just do it this way. Lift up through the right foot, so it's lifted like mine. Cross it over the left ankle, nice. And then just bring your feet to the bottom left of your mat. So just kind of from the center line, just move them to the bottom left. Try and keep the hips, so your hips here, the right hip, remains in the same place. And then just walk both hands over to the left as well. So you've got the arms to the left, you've got the legs to the left. You can keep the hands like mine are a little bit kind of apart, maybe shoulder width apart. Or hold on to the right wrist with the left hand. So your left hand is just kind of grabbed around the right wrist. And you gently, just pull very gently over. So you create a banana shape. And you should feel a stretch down the right hand side. Let your head just soften down towards your left shoulder, your left armpit. And obviously make any adjustments that feel good. You might take 2 or 3 breaths and then you might just adjust the pose a little bit. But that balance between engagement, so you feel the stretch, and softness, so you really embody the stretch. Not pushing too hard. And then just take one more complete round of breath. And then when you're ready, if you have the hands where you've clasped onto the right wrist, just separate. And then bring the right hand all the way back to the right. And then from here, just to come out, if you haven't done it already, uncross the right ankle, place your right foot into the right corner of your mat. So the feet are now wide. Have a little wriggle through the hips if you need to. And then follow with the left leg.
And the left leg will follow the right, and then you're just going to cross the left ankle over the right. And then from here, walk the hands maybe in a couple of motions over to the right. And then again, if you wanted to hold on this time to the left wrist with the right hand, let the head be nice and loose. And then breathe length, breathe space down the left-hand side of the body. Create that banana shape, half moon shape. I had a banana walking here today, so maybe this inspired this pose. I had an orange as well. I don't know what to do with an orange. What pose can I do? Don't worry, it won't be fruit themed. Just notice the rise and the fall of your breath. How many poses can we do down here on our backs today? Let's just be curious and see what happens. Let's see what unfolds. I promise you we will get up at some point. Take 2 more complete rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, come all the way back to center. Nice. Uncross the hands if they were holding on to the wrist. And then again from here, go wide in the feet, wide in the arms. So you're kind of more in a star shape. And then inhale, lengthen out through the arms, lengthen out through the legs. As you exhale, let everything drop down to the floor. Do that one more time. Nice deep inhale. Find the activation through the front of your body. As you exhale, bring everything down to the floor. Nice. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. Let's go back to where we were. As you exhale, bring your hands back down. And then this time, hug your knees back in towards your chest. And then maybe you grab around the knees or the shins or the calves, whatever works. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. Just take a few breaths here. Deep inhales, full exhales. See if you can roll your tailbone down to the floor. So you're not kind of doing this so much. You're doing this. It's not about, touching your nose onto your knees, but if you can, great. And then as you exhale, bring everything back down onto the mat, and then have your feet about hip width apart. Got an itchy eye. I always get an itchy eye, don't I? I should change my contact lenses. Sweep the hands down, and then hold on to your ankles. So you just sweep the hands down. If you can touch your ankles, great. If you can't quite get there, that's all right. But I guess what I'm saying is walk your heels in towards your hips as much as you can. Beautiful. Nice. I'm just going to readjust myself a little bit. I seem to have shifted on my mat. If you need to do that, feel free. And then press your palms down into the floor, maybe keeping your eyes closed. Take an inhale, press into all 4 corners of your feet, and then just raise up through the spine and come into bridge pose. Don't move your head, just gaze straight up. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Make sure your knees are not going too wide. And breathe deeply here. Deep inhales and full releasing exhales. Nice. Take one more complete round of breath. And then as you exhale, just roll down really slowly, kind of comedy speed, where it's so slow. It's like you can count each vertebra as it rolls down into your mat. And then walk your feet wide again and let your knees touch. Bring the palms so they face up. Maybe untuck one shoulder, untuck the other. And then just bask here and let all of your back body melt down into the earth. Enjoy this relative moment of stillness. And then let's do one more round. So separate your feet, separate your knees, touch down onto your ankles, line your feet with the long edges of your mat, press down into your palms, inhale slowly, rise all the way up. Breathe in deeply here, deep inhales. Full release and exhales. Let's do 2 more, deep inhale. Full exhale. And final round, deep inhale. and a full exhale. And as that exhale just begins to diminish, keep the spine moving, roll down vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone. And then this time, when the spine is perfectly flat on the floor, or perfect for your body today, bring your soles of the feet together, and then just let your knees fall open. So we're going to hold this for 3 minutes. So if you know that this is quite an intense stretch in your inner hips, you've got an option here, you've got enough time. Maybe place, a couple of brick blocks under your hips. If you don't have those, then you can place a couple of pillows or cushions, just so that you don't feel too much strain in your inner hips. And then from here, bring your left hand onto your heart and your right hand onto your belly. Maybe close your eyes and then just breathe deeply here. It's a long hold, so more of a yin yoga hold here. So letting the body over time just release. Let the breath be your guide. And obviously, if it feels too much, you can come back into constructive rest where you walk the feet wide and you touch the knees together. So find a shape that works for you. And see if you can stay super relaxed with your jaw. Let your breath just find a natural rhythm. A rhythm that's good for you. A rhythm that feels calming and nourishing, life-giving. Then just take 2 more complete rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, really slowly, bring your hands now just into the outside of your thighs and then gently, maybe with a little out breath through the mouth, hug your knees in towards your chest. And then keep your right knee hugged in and lengthen out through your left leg. So your left leg is on. Now, if that feels too strong for you, then you can keep a bend in the left leg so you can be here with the sole of the foot on the floor. So your choice. And then just hug that right knee in towards your right shoulder. So there's a little external rotation. So you're pulling the knee out just a tiny bit, but don't be too forceful. And then play around with it. Maybe with this basket grip, you can just guide the knee around in circles. Make them as big or as small as feels good. Maybe they remain super slow. And then you can release the left hand and then just guide the knee around with the right hand. So right knee, right hand. Notice what that does. And then maybe releasing the right hand and then just guiding the knee like this. You draw circles. You might kind of want to lengthen the leg out a little bit. And then bend back in and go nice and wide with the hip, and then internally rotate the hip so it kind of comes over to the left, lengthen the leg out, go to the right. Keep breathing though. Breathe super deep. And make this movement, suitable for your body right now. If you've got anything going on with the hips, be gentle. But linger here, whatever movement you're doing, linger here and pay attention to what's going on for you. Maybe inhale as the leg lengthens, exhale as the knee comes round. And then when you're ready, just hug the knee back in with both hands. And then from here, release the knee one more time. Lengthen your arms out so they're in line with your shoulders. Nice. And then you're just going to begin to bring the right knee over to the left. So you're going to roll somewhat onto your left hip. And then maybe using the left hand, just hold on to the outside of the right knee. And then just come into this twist. Maybe look down the right hand, down the right arm. Breathe in super deep here. Deep inhales. And full exhales. Find the softness in your jaw. Maybe just turning the corners of your mouth up just a little bit. And then just take 2 more complete rounds of breath. And when you're ready, slowly, gently, come all the way back to center. Nice. When you feel comfortable on your back, just swap the legs out. So hook the left knee in, make a basket grip. Maybe keep this right knee bent and the sole of the foot on the floor. Or if you want to lengthen out through the right leg, feel free. Make sure your hips are neutral. You might take a little shimmy about, a little bit of movement. And then maybe just begin to gently get into this left hip. So I always like to start with just a gentle external rotation. So just pull the knee out a little bit. I feel this inside stretch of the hip. I feel like I'm creating some room here. And then if you wanted to, you can release the left hand. And then, release the right hand and then just guide the knee with the left hand. So maybe little circles getting into the hip. And then maybe stay here where you can release both hands and then just guide the knee in appropriate circles. Maybe lengthen the leg and drawing big circles with the knee, internal rotation, external rotation. But like you did on the other side, match the movement with breath. Inhale, maybe as you lengthen. Exhale as you bend the knee back round. Inhaling. Exhaling. Nice, everyone. Beautiful. Couple more. Inhale, come back to center. And then make the basket grip around your knee again. Beautiful. Again, any movements that feel good. Then bring the arms out, palms face up, and then just begin to bring the left knee over to the right, and then maybe hold on to the right knee. Sorry, the left knee with the right hand, just the left knee over to the right. The right hand might just anchor onto that left knee, and you want to feel this stretch now in the outside of the left hip. Maybe look to the left. Breathe deeply here. Remember, if it feels too much with the knee here, make a little shelf and kind of just rest your knee on the shelf, whatever works. And breathe into any areas that feel a little bit restricted. See what you can open by using the breath. And then when you're ready, nice deep inhale, come all the way back to center. Do that really slowly. Then bring both soles of your feet back down onto the floor. Have a little move around, hug your knees back in towards your chest. And then just guide the knees around in a few circles. Nice. A lot of hip work here. Let's come into happy baby. So you've got 3 choices. You can grab here around the backs of the thighs. You can go around the toes here. We can go around the sides of the feet. I like to bring my 2 peace fingers around my toes and then have a little rock around. But again, don't do this where you kind of pull everything up, kind of draw the knees down towards the floor. It doesn't matter how close they get down to the floor. Maybe rock around. Massage your spine out here. And then find some relative stillness. And then if it feels comfortable, go a little bit wider with the knees, kind of, so you kind of press the knees into the elbows into the knees. Take a few breaths. I feel the activation through the triceps and the biceps. And then just take one more complete round of breath. And when you're ready, slowly bring the knees back together. Beautiful. And then just massage your lower spine. Nice. Let's do one more pose here. Bring the soles of your feet down onto the floor, and we'll get into a reclined pigeon. Lift up through your right foot. Cross your right foot over your left thigh. So you've created like a number 4 shape. And you might want to stay here just by pressing the right knee away. Or if it feels good, thread through the gap and go around the back of the left thigh. So your choice. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Basket grip is nice and strong around the back of the left thigh. Breathing deeply here. There's a little bit of, effort, definitely, but it shouldn't feel too much. And then just take one more complete round of breath. And gently swap it out. So come back to center. Right foot down. Left foot crosses over the right thigh. Maybe you want to stay here and you just push the left knee away. Maybe you want to make a basket grip around the back of the right thigh. Certainly your choice, bring a movement in that feels good for you. Just one more complete round of breath. And then when you're ready, bring the sole of the right foot down onto the floor. Bring the left foot down, unravel the legs. And then gently just roll over to one side. Whatever side feels good for you. Make a pillow with your hands, come into fetal position. Take a couple of breaths as we transition onto all fours. Take your time. Breathe deeply. And when you're ready, press into the top hand. Unravel your spine. Nice. And then come onto all fours. Really lovely work so far. That's 29 minutes on our backs. Hopefully it did the job. Roll over your knees. And then come onto all fours. Beautiful. Spread out through your fingers. All right, now we're in a different shape, aren't we? So what do you need to bring into your practice now we're in this different shape? What I like to do is I like to lengthen out through my legs. So I'm going to press into my right foot. Really lovely calf stretch. Feel that kind of activation through the bottom of my foot. Maybe lift up through the right foot, lengthen it out, lengthen the right leg. And we've already got into the hip, haven't we? But maybe bend your knee, maybe do some little hip circles, whatever feels good. And then come back to center and then do the other side. So left leg, what does it feel like. Big movements, little movements, whatever works for you. Maybe lift it up, maybe bend the knee, maybe lengthen it out, maybe just swing it around a little bit. What is working for you today? What do you need to bring into your practice? Nice. And then come back to all fours and get into the spine. So inhale, drop your belly down, lift your head and your heart. As you exhale, round your spine. Inhale forward. Exhale round. Inhale forward. And exhale round. And just get into this wave-like motion. Inhaling, exhaling. Do a couple more rounds. Gently inhale back to center. And then as you exhale, set your knees nice and wide and come into child's pose. So the first time we've been here. So what I like to do, especially on the first one, is just stretch my arms out. Especially I've spent so much time on my back there. I want to kind of like now stretch out through the front of the body. Maybe a little bit of movement side to side. Swinging the hips. Make sure your head feels good. And remember, you can always do this. Just place your head on your hands, or you can make fists if your hips are a little bit higher. You know, do what you need to do. Bring that into your practice. Child's pose is a beautiful pose. So you see if you stretch your arms out, see where you can activate. And then see where you can soften the heart center down towards the floor. Spend some time just lingering in the hips again. See what that does. See where you need to send your breath. Nice. And then with the arms outstretched, come all the way back here to all fours. And then all we're going to do is we're just going to walk the hands back towards the knees. And we're going to come to stand. So do that really gently. Nice generous bend in the knees. Come all the way up to stand. Whoop-bah! Nice. I'm going to move my mat just a little bit so I'm not at the camera shot. So if you need to make any adjustments, feel free to do that. Nice. Beautiful. And then come to the back of your mat. Separate your feet nice and wide. Bring your palms so they face forward. So standing in Tadasana. Then just breathe here. Deep inhales. And full exhales. Maybe close your eyes. Think about your head and how it balances right on top of your spine. Think about 4 corners of your feet. Maybe you feel yourself swaying a little side to side. It's all good. It's just a remarkable thing to stand. And you might think, no, it's not. But it is, isn't it? That we get to stand and breathe and the opportunity to live another day. That's all remarkable, right? And then slowly open your eyes, look at the top of your mat, go there. Place yourself right to the top of your mat. Do it nice and slowly. Beautiful. We're not going to do any sun salutations, even though it's sunny, but we're going to do a couple of movements where we fold in and get into the hamstrings. So from here, take an inhale, sweeping your arms up. As you exhale, nice generous bend in the knees, come all the way down. Separate the feet wide if they're not wide already. Sway a little bit side to side. Let the head be nice and loose. And then on your next inhale, you're going to press into your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Come to stand again. As you exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. And we'll do that 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale as you fold in deep. Nice. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, come all the way back up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Here's the last one. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, frame your hands to heart center. Beautiful. And then what I'd like to do is come into the center of your mat. We're going to do a little dynamic movement, all right? So, a couple of things. Really wide with the feet. Big bend in the knees. And we're going to flow with the breath, but I want you to do it as gently as you can. So we're going to inhale in 3 sniffs. You're going to exhale in 1 long exhale. Now you can exhale through your mouth or your nose, but this is just about moving the energy around, because we haven't moved a lot today. But be super gentle with your spine. No strain in here. So this is the movement. So let's inhale, 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 exhale. All right, so it's here, 1 inhale, here, 2 inhales, here, 3 inhales, 1 exhale. All right, and the exhale is like, all right, through the nose. All right, all right, okay, all right. Nice generous bend. Put a little bit of bounce in your legs. All right, go slow. It's not about speed. You ready? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You got it. So just shaking up your energy here. As you exhale, release anything you're holding on to, anything that doesn't work for you, let it go. Sometimes referred to as kind of like a stuckness, emotional, physical, let it all out. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. So comb the arms down nice and wide, nice and slowly. Give the shoulders a little wriggle out. Roll them up and down. Beautiful. And then we're going to come to a seated position. Really great work, everyone. Beautiful. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the camera. Yo, Lisa, how you doing, mate? Good to have you. All right, okay. Little bit of movement through the neck, hands so the palms are face up. And then from here, inhale the head to the left. Exhale your head to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. 2 more times like that. Inhale left. Exhale to the right. Inhaling left. And exhaling right. Inhale back to center. And then a full exhale. Nice. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, just twist over to the right. So left hand, right knee. Inhale, find length. Exhale. Just into a little twist, just to finish off this class with some nice twisting. We've already done it on the floor, haven't we? But nice to sit here and twist to the right. Take 1 more complete round of breath. As you exhale, come back to center, swap it out. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist it. Nice deep, rich inhales. And full releasing exhales. 1 more like that. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Beautiful. Come back to center. Bring your hands so the palms down on your knees. Shrug your shoulders up. Drop your shoulders down. Do it on the breath. Inhale up. Exhale down.
You can smile if you want. Really drop your shoulder blades down your back. Two more. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. Really great. We're not going to lie down at the end of the class. We've spent a lot of time there. We'll do a little bit of breath work and then we can get on with our day. So let's balance all of that amazing work you've done. So bring the left hand, sorry, that's the right hand. Bring your right hand up towards your nose. Block off your right nostril with your thumb. Take an inhale through your left. And then close off the left with the ring finger or your little finger. Exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Block off right. Exhale through your left. Inhale left. Close off left. Switch. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close off right. Exhale left. Inhale in left. Close off left. Full exhale right. Inhale right. Close off right, final time, full exhale through the left. You can release the right hand, bring the thumb and the forefinger together. It's called Gyan Mudra, it's like that. And then just check in with your experience and notice the effects of your practice. Thank yourself for turning up today. And then bring your hands to heart center. And as you do it, rub your hands together. Create a load of heat in between your palms. And then close your eyes. Rub a little bit harder with the hands. Place your hands over your closed eyes. And then just blink your eyes open to the heat of your hands. Rotate your eyes a couple of times one way, a couple of times the other. Soften your hands down to heart center. And with a wholehearted bow, wishing yourself well, wishing everybody else well. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Remember that survey, which I talked about at the start. Get on it. Give them your feedback. And you can win some Tesco vouchers. Yes. That's the best thing I've heard all day. £15 worth of Tesco vouchers. Do it, people. Get on it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say more yoga with Dave. I'm not really, but be nice to me. All right. Don't say, get rid of that guy from Leicester. He's odd. Thank you so much for practicing today. It's been a real pleasure. I needed that practice as much as probably you guys needed that practice. And that is the beautiful thing, you know, the separation between teacher and student. Come on, there ain't no separation, is there? We're just doing this thing together. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support of this fantastic organization. Get online, get all these classes into your weekly schedule, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Irene. Thank you to Karen, Margaret. Namaste, you guys. Love you all. All right, take care. I'll see you all next week.